Folks, Daily Grind Fantasy fam. Whoa, I just made that up. Daily Grind Fantasy fam. Say that 5 times fast. Daily Grind Fantasy fam. Daily Grind Fantasy fam. Okay, it's not that hard. I only had to say 2, and I knew it wasn't that hard. Anyways, how's it going? Danny, I see you in here. 40 of you guys in here. Let's go ahead, hit the like button. Let's get that off my chest right away. Just hit the like button so you don't got to hear me complain about it. Oh, Justin, what up, Evan? And then second off, I'm getting absolutely railed the last 3 days. Don't clip that. Getting a little rough the last 3 days. Amazing Sunday, a little rough the last 3 days. A little bit of variation, not variation, negative variance. Little rough. But we're bouncing back. Thursday night football. I think there's only been one NFL slate, whether it's Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday, that I have not been in the green on the entire day. And that was like a random Thursday night football game. That was weird. So thinking today's going to be a good day. I've been very, very, very fortunate and doing well with Thursday night football, Monday night football, and Sunday. So NFL in general, right? Same thing with college football. Been crushing college football. So here's the bounce back for the boy today, Thursday night football. Hopefully, all of you guys are going to cash out with me. We'll build out some slips. We'll get going. Wanted to mention, correlation tool has been crushing. I don't know why this says my payment has failed underneath my thing here, but who knows? I got access. Correlation tool. We got plenty of slips. 86 slips now. Since I last checked, it's gone up 2. But we have plenty of slips over across NFL, college football, whether it's on ParlayPlay, Underdog, PrizePicks. We got JockMKT slips down here. Anything you can think of. There's really, really good slips here on the Optimizer to go ahead and get in. Well worth it. Up 151 units since we started tracking. That is linked in the description. If you guys are tired of seeing correlation, you're missing out on these slips, these 25X's, 10X's, and so on. Links in the description for that. Also, the fantasy bundle where you have access to the Optimizer and middling tool is linked in the description. You can get 7-day free trial to try that out yourself or just hop on board. Yeah, that's about it. Let's go ahead and start getting into it. Danny says I started tailing and now these plays didn't hit. It just happens like that. I mean, yeah, I'm still up like 28 units on the month or something like that when I checked. So I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. A little bit of negative variance never stopped me from continuing plugging in these plus EV plays, playing these slip types. Or never made me stray from my bankroll management. It's 3 days. It's been three little rough days. That's nothing. You can go on days where you're losing 5 days, 6 days in a row. You hit a 25x, get back into it, Not tripping. I know it's a little rough as far as if you guys only tail the streams or, maybe a couple slips we post on Twitter, it might feel rough because you're not also getting in other slips because you don't have the optimizer or so on and so forth. But if you have the optimizer and you're plugging in these other slips, hopefully you're hitting at least one of those besides the ones that we're giving out if we have a losing day here on plays we give out on stream and such. But having the optimizer, getting that volume in is going to help fight against the negative variance. Dude, what is the shirt you're wearing? This is a softball shirt. Look, if that's TJ on the other side of this, I already told him I need to take a shower. I didn't get to take a shower. I had to wake up my son. My wife went to the gym. I didn't get to shower, all right? So I wanted to stream real quick, get this over with, take a quick shower, and get into a better shirt, all right? Aces more like asses. That is just a terrible joke. Get out of here. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and start building out some slips. We're going to start, of course, here on PrizePicks. Andrew, do not feed into that. That is a terrible joke. All right, starting here on PrizePicks. Jordan Montgomery under 6 strikeouts. As you guys can see, we're pulling a Barstool line of 0.5. We're simply just pulling what Barstool has. That is, for some reason, what they have the line for. It's like minus 20,000 to go over 0.5 strikeouts, and for him to go under, it's plus 2,800. So, like, that's just what it is. We're pulling what these sportsbooks have on Jordan Montgomery. Nonetheless, under 6 strikeouts, still solid on these other sportsbooks, set to 5.5. And then FanDuel set to 6.5 with heavy juice, minus 156 on the under. So we'll start out with Jordan Montgomery under 6 strikeouts. There's no exact time to wait, Delta, on like the correlated slips and such. It's going to take the ones with the highest profit margin and correlation score that are being tracked there on the tracker. So if you're getting in these highly correlated slips, with a high correlation score and profit margin, you're doing solid no matter what. Even if it comes out with a new correlated slip, because as props drop and stuff, you can get different correlation into these slips. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Jordan Montgomery, under 6 strikeouts, where we started. We're going to be getting into some of these props here for Sunday, so we are going to have to wait a little bit for some of these slips. I'm okay with that. Hopefully you guys are too, because when value arises, we want to go ahead and get it in. Najee Harris, Pat Freiermuth, over 0.5 rush plus receptions combo. Let's go ahead and get that in. Just need one from those guys. Just need one. Anders Carlson here in the Green Bay game. So we actually get some action for tonight. We got Anders Carlson under 1.5 field goals made. See here, DraftKings comes in the lowest at minus 130. It seems they might be off in comparison to the rest of the market. We have 3 other sports books have this set between 155 and 165. So good juice on the under for Carlson. Field goals under 1.5. Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson over 0.5 touchdowns. Sign me up. Boom. We need one more. James Cook, Latavius Murray, over 0.5 rushing receiving combos. Boom, let's do that. That's going to be a slip. So, just need one of the Miami running backs to score, right? I think Latavius Murray scored last week. I wouldn't say it. Hold on, let's go ahead and get this slip in real quick, and I'll answer that question again, Delta. There's the slip if you guys want it to tail it. Put it in the chat. So you're asking, for example, one slip that has all unders. Or hold on, the other question first. Does it make sense to double dip on the plate? So I wouldn't suggest, if you have basically the all overs and you have multiple guys in your slip that are like over receiving yards in let's say tonight's game, Lions versus Packers. You have the all over slip with 2 of the same wide receivers in the same slip that you're seeing now. Like, I wouldn't suggest playing that, right? Because you already have the exposure to those overs. And if that doesn't happen, that game script doesn't happen, then you're losing on 2 slips specifically. Now reversing it, kind of up to you. If you want to get the other side, it's almost how correlation works, right? If that game script is incorrect and Jared Goff doesn't go over his passing yards, let's say, it's likely that his receivers are going to go under pass yards. So it's kind of up to you as far as that goes. It's not how I've been doing it necessarily. If I'm getting that exposure to that game, I'm just going to leave it at that. On the first one I played, that's just personally what I've been doing. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, let's just keep going down the line, right? We can keep going down the line. We have Tyler Higbee and Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua over. Wait, that was over, right? Yeah, over. Ooh. Yeah, over. Rush plus receiving touchdowns. Fields and Roshan Johnson over 0.5 receiving plus rushing. Aaron Jones, Jordan Love over 0.5 rush plus receiving. If for some reason Aaron Jones does not play, this would be voided. Just a heads up. Christian Walker, Tim Anderson over 3 hits, runs, RBIs combo. So we get a little action for tonight's MLB games. Oops. I mean, look, guys. It's Christian Walker. Never mind. Christian Walker here, and then Tim Anderson. All right, look, it doesn't really make sense. Christian Walker and Tim Anderson both set to 1.5 RBIs. Probably some juice on the overs there on Christian Walker and Tim Anderson, which is why we're seeing this juiced on the over of 3 hits, runs, RBIs in the combo. Luke Weaver, under 3.5 strikeouts. Now, who is he pitching against? Pitching it against Toronto. Do we have any Toronto batters overs? Don't think we do. We're just going to double check. So no. We don't. It's okay. This rounds out a slip. We get a little action for tonight's NFL game. We get a little action for MLB tonight as well. Boom. And then we have Sunday. My biggest thing, and the thing that makes me the happiest, when we set a slip like this, and we get past like Thursday night, let's say, and we have that slip in our back pocket for Sunday, like that makes me the happiest. Because like we secured the value while I was here with these other plays on Thursday. And if we win those and we get past Thursday, we get to be excited about Sunday, right? We're like, oh man, we're 2 plays away from that 10x. We get to be excited about it. All right. Appreciate you guys for always posting these, of course. So you play 1 slip per game, most correlation, the best RI. You don't play all of the bucks. Not necessarily. Like sometimes it all just kind of depends, right? It depends on the slip, which app we're on, because like ParlayPlay, for just using this as an example. Right, for a 6-man uninsured, you're getting 40x payout, right? So it's like That's the best bang for your buck for a 40x payout because you're not going to insure it. So like if I can find a really good slip, 6x or 6-man slip on ParlayPlay in a game, like I think I'd prefer that. Delta. Here, let me do this for you. Give me 1 second. And for anybody in chat, I don't want you to leave here right now, but click maybe another tab and go check out this video here. That's going to be where Matt explains NFL correlation, and hopefully you get it a little bit better. Now, yeah, hit the like button. We got 90 people in here. 20 people have only liked it. That makes me sad. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We're going to move off PrizePicks for just a second, so hopefully we don't lose viewers. If you're not on any of these other apps, you need to be on them. If you guys aren't on JockMKT, specifically JockMKT and Sleeper, if you guys use code DUSTIN, DUSTIN, send me a screenshot on Twitter at SportsByDustin for JockMKT and Sleeper. If you guys download those and use my code, I will go ahead and get you guys in to our Premium Picks Discord for Daily Grind Fantasy, where we got like 6 of us in there posting slips for you guys, as well as these live streams, Twitter, etc. So JockMKT and Sleeper, code Dustin. For all the other apps, if you use code DGF, you'll get 100% deposit match up to $100. All right, we have some value. We have some value. We have some value here on Underdog. Higbee set to 4.5 receptions, guys. On Underdog, heavy juice. Minus 160-ish, minus 167-ish on the under of 4.5 receptions, right? And you know what? I bet you this is probably, look at one thing. I was thinking maybe Higbee's receptions might be on here as well. All right, that's fine. Let's go back to Underdog. So Higbee under 4.5 receptions, such heavy juice. We're going to take that on the under here on Underdog. And then moving to Kyle Schwarber, over 7.5 fantasy score, set to 9.5 on DraftKings if they were to have a fantasy score market. Taking the even lines across, or for all the stats that make up hitter fantasy score here on Underdog, it seems they're too aggressive, or they're DraftKings has this set to 9.5, and Underdog is not aggressive enough in setting this line. They're too off in comparison to DraftKings. We've already played Jordan Montgomery. Now we get Chris Bassett, 3 out, basically 3 off of DraftKings. So we'll take Chris Bassett on the under of 33.5 against the Yankees. So boom, that's a slip. Tyler Higbee under 4.5 receptions. Kyle Schwarber over 7.5 fantasy score. Bassett under 35.5 fantasy score. Yeah, Danny, linked in the description. You guys can get ParlayPlay. Sorry, did you see that eight leg $8 bet that the guy hit for like 8 receivers to go all over 80 yards for like 50K? What a wagon! What a wagon! That's nice. 50K W would be awesome. So Higbee's came down a little bit. Looks like maybe one of these sports books came down a tad. Still really, really good in plus EV at 56.81%. We're looking for 55% in these 3-leg uninsured plays here on Underdog. So that's what we're looking for. I mean, there's plenty of plays on here. I don't think we can actually put 2 hitters over fantasy score, so we did miss out on correlation. But we can go ahead and get JD Martinez under 3 hits, runs, RBIs. We can get Trey Turner over. And we can add in, because this is 56%, we can add in Adley Rutschman under 8 fantasy score, or we can come here to Jose Caballero. No, we're gonna go here to Adley Rutschman under 8 fantasy score. All right. Glad to see there's still 91 people in here. Even when we're not talking about PrizePicks, because I know PrizePicks is the sexy app, right? That's the one everybody wants action on. That's the one everybody has. But it's not the best in terms of value or in terms of payouts, right? Like ParlayPlay. Let's switch gears to ParlayPlay, where I just showed you get 40x for 6 of 6 in an uninsured slip. It's insane, right? And then in your 5-pick insured slips, 12x instead of 10x that PrizePicks gives you. You get 2.5x for 4 of 5. Unlike PrizePicks, they only give you 2x, right? You don't get anything for 3 of 5, but that extra 2x and that extra 0.5x makes up for that little bit you might get back if you lose going 3 of 5. Really, really good slip types. So we can go Mookie Betts, Cody Bellinger over in fantasy score. I believe we can have them on the same team. Sorry, they are not on the same team. Mookie Betts, Cody Bellinger. Let's see. I might make this an all MLB. So we got Trey Turner. We just played Trey Turner, didn't we? Yeah. David Peterson, Jesus Luzardo, over 11.5 strikeouts. Who are they going up against? Might make this an all MLB slip. Nico Horner, over 9. Same team as Bellinger. I believe it's going to let us do this. We need one more MLB play. Did I skip any? I skipped over Jordan Montgomery because we've already played it. Luis Medina, over 4.5 strikeouts. Set to minus 140 on the sports books. You also have Sonny Gray. But we're going to go with Luis Medina, the better play currently. And he's not going up against anybody that we are have in our lineup. So yeah, I know if you don't have access to ParlayPlay because your restrictions and stuff, it's a little rough. Because it's just an app that I love. It's one of my most profitable apps. I believe it might be my most profitable app. Same with TJ. A lot of people. So this actually ends up being an all over slip, which is not something that we typically have. And I was able to get that in by putting that in here on my phone. So if I'm able to do that, you guys should be able to do it. There's no link for it. ParlayPlay does not have that feature, but Mookie Betts over 11 fantasy points. Cody Bellinger over 9 fantasy points. We have Luzardo and Peterson over 11.5 strikeouts. Nico Hoerner, positive correlation, taking him and Bellinger on the same team, right? Nico Hoerner gets on base. Cody Bellinger gets on base. Or Nico Hoerner gets on base. Cody Bellinger hits him in for an RBI. That's a run for Hoerner, and that's an RBI for Cody Bellinger. Fantasy points, in a sense like that, can correlate in the same game. And then we have another one off, Luis Medina over 4.5 strikeouts, juiced minus 140 on FanDuel to go over 4.5 strikeouts. So what we're looking for, if you guys are new here in the stream, first off, hit the subscribe button. If you're new, old, or anything, hit the like button. But what we're looking for is, well, number one, we're looking for correlated props like we just found. But our main goal here is to find plus EV plays, and by that we're playing plays that have a favorable outcome on sportsbooks, right? Where we have an edge against PrizePicks, ParlayPlay, so on and so forth on these set payout platforms, right? Where we're not getting dinged for these parlays with positive correlation, where we can actually get them at a better number. Like we're getting this minus 140 play that if we played it on the sportsbook over 4.5 strikeouts, we'd be getting it at minus 140. But playing it here on ParlayPlay in a 5-pick insured slip, we get this at minus 115. So an insane bang for your buck in comparison to playing it on the sportsbooks. Now, we do have some NFL value to get in here on ParlayPlay. I've played some NFL already on ParlayPlay, but we have more. Puka Nacua under 6.5 receptions, set to minus 138-ish across these sportsbooks. We can go ahead and get that in. By the way, we played his over touchdowns combo on PrizePicks. He can go under 6.5 receptions and still have a touchdown. We got Greg Joseph under 1.5 made field goals. That is average odds of minus 139. Couple books minus 140 plus. CMC under 84.5. Now, I already have some exposure to CMC. Would suggest playing this if you have not played him. Evan Ingram under 5 receptions. Got 3 right here. Now, look, this turns out to be looking like an all under slip. Let's see. We have some high enough percentage plays that we can find maybe some more to go ahead and get in. Just below our 53.5%. I already have Mixon. Olave I don't have. Over 5 receptions. Ruins the all unders. All good, though. Make sure I didn't skip anyone here. Joe Mixon, under 54.5. Juiced on the under on some of these sports books at 52.5. So you're getting a 2-yard discrepancy. I've played the over 51 already. So I am okay with going ahead. I'll go ahead and take this under 54.5 on Mixon. Obviously, you get a couple yards that could possibly middle. But I'll go ahead and play this. Seems like odds are trending in the favor of maybe his under 54.5 rush yards. So I think this is, all Sunday slip. We have Evan Ingram, 9:30 in the morning, Eastern time, playing in London. Let's go, Danny. Danny, you got ParlayPlay. Clutch. So that's Puka Nacua, under 6.5 receptions. Greg Joseph, under 1.5 field goals made. Evan Ingram, under 5 receptions. Olave, over 5 receptions. And Joe Mixon, under 54.5 receiving yards. So only over is going to be Olave. And this is in a 5-pick insured slip with the 12x payout on ParlayPlay. Sano. Sano started stuttering. I'm such a stuttering. Wow. Stuttering. Wow. Wait. Hold on. Stutter. Well, see, it was kind of a W dad joke until I initially in my head thought stutter was 2 D's. I'm an idiot. It's 2 T's. Still same sound, right? Stuttering. You get it. Whatever. I suck. All good. All right. So we just banged out 2 slips. One for MLB, one for NFL on ParlayPlay. We've banged out 2 PrizePicks slips. We've banged out 1 or 2 underdog slips. Can't remember now. I think it was 2. Yeah. 2 ParlayPlay. What do we have on Jock? What do we have on Jock here? Aaron Judge, Desmond Ritter. I mean, it's these even props here on Jock Market. You're looking for 55%, kind of like you are Underdog, because 3-mans are the best to play on Underdog and Jock Market. 3-mans uninsured and then 5-pick insured. But I really like the 3-man insured or uninsured slips on those apps. Check Fliff. It's a good play here. Wait. Hold on. Let me refresh this. Unfortunately, I don't have a link for ParlayPlay for the NFL slip. I can read it off to you. Or maybe somebody can type it out in chat. But for ParlayPlay, that was Puka Nacua, under 6.5 receptions. Greg Joseph, under 1.5 field goals made. Chris Olave, over 5 receptions. Evan Ingram, under 5 receptions. Joe Mixon, under 54.5 rushing yards. If you need to watch that back, you can go ahead and watch that back. I got to see. Do I have in... No. Okay, hang on. Honestly, quite a few good plays here that are, good EV percentage, right? I've already got this in at plus 220. I don't know what they're doing. They're still off in comparison to these 2 books. I'm going to get a little bit of exposure to this Rangers-Seattle game on Fliff. If this is still here. Got day ball today, baby. I think they're the last game of the night. Yeah. So, what this is first half total. Let me find it here on Fliff. So the first half total of the game to go over 5.5. They have now moved it in the wrong direction. So it's actually plus 210. So what you're going to go to the first 5 innings total score on Fliff, and you're going to be taking the over of 5.5. Now, don't go putting a bunch on this, right? It's not a very likely play to hit. It's only 35% or almost 36%. But playing plays like this with this much of value over the long term is what's going to make you a profitable bettor. But playing them at volume, right? So you want to have a lot of plays, including our slips on PrizePicks and such. But you can play multiple of these straight bets. I'd say down to 2%. But look, Pinnacle's got this plus 173, plus 155, and plus 165 across 3 other sports books. Seems that Fliff is off on this play. And to take advantage of it, you want to go ahead and put a little bit on Fliff. So over first 5 innings. Did I already do underdog? Yeah, I have. Let's see. This Bucks game, I know it's minus 160 juice. Seems to be good. I mean, you could even parlay these two together. Bucks plus 4.5, and then Utah plus 4.5 against Oregon State. Good odds to hit for both of these. If you wanted to play them and get rid of a little juice, you could. But you could play them straight up because there's that much value. You got 2 books in the plus 200s, or sorry, minus 200s, and this is at minus 160. So I'd get some exposure to that. I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, we'll definitely, me and TJ will be live today for sure. And then I don't know if Matt is streaming, but I am going to end my stream because he does typically go live right about now, just in case. Yeah, using the correlation tool, should I enter all slips or wait before game time? It's going to be totally up to you. If you see a slip with high correlation score and really good profit margin, I'm just getting them in personally. I'm not waiting till game time. As a matter of fact, the 2 slips I gave out, or I didn't give out, I entered last week were on Monday, and I waited till Sunday for them to end up cashing a 25x and a 10x off the correlation tool. So I wouldn't say it necessarily matters, right? As long as you're entering in these top slips and getting exposure to them, I don't think it's gonna matter as much. At least we haven't been seeing that. But all right, guys, I'm going to end it here just in case Matt is wanting to go live. Peace out. We'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys use the code DGF to sign up for these apps. If you guys want access to the correlation tool or the fantasy bundle, links in the description. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.